there's just so many stories about DMX from other people and their relationship with him and him being human. And I think that's the biggest thing. He wasn't he was larger than life, but their stories humanize him.
Yeah.
He was a normal guy. And then at the same time, man, how many times have I read stories about DMX doing a concert, starts talking about his grandmother crying. Nobody's dissing him. Nobody's making jokes. They're like, yo, I feel that.
Yeah.
You know, my grandmother was a big part of my life. And when she passed away, that, you know, was a hole in me.
Yeah.
DMX being so open about something like that and his past trauma made other people address theirs. Can you imagine? The man prayed on stage before shows and at the end of his own shows. And people did not clown that man for that. Why would you? Yeah. Like, just to be that open is insane, right?
Yeah.
And have people just like, yo, rethink what's real. And then the other part about it is like, just he changed the entire dynamic of everything, right? With the music, with what an artist is supposed to be, how they're supposed to act, how they're supposed to treat the industry. He was very indignant to being a Def Jam employee, signee, right? Because of how they treated him. He went off and did movies, did other stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And when you asked him, he told you why.
Yeah. Yeah.
He didn't hold his tongue.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah. He was explicit.
A lot of people don't want to fuck up the money, man. And then the other thing is that he was very open with people. He did movies like Exit Wounds, you know, other stuff. And then you would ask the cast, what was it like working with X? It was this. We had fun, but also he left us waiting so much that like we came up with a song, Waiting for DMX. And then when X comes out, rather than be salty about that, he joins them singing the song.
That's crazy.
I put them through hell. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Not being mad. But and this is what endeared him to him. That's why like when what's her name? Gabrielle Union tells stories about DMX. She recalls being around him fondly, even though they kind of got her to do everything because they were scared of him. And she was like, she goes, pets the dogs, and goes and hangs out with him and watches Golden Girls. And she's like, who's just a person, you know?
Yeah.
He's Earl.
Yeah. Yeah.
At the end of things, man, this beautiful, all these stories humanize him, man. And he was a person, he was a dude dealing with struggles. He had his demons, but he actively fought them. They ended up winning, but he actively fought them. And he was open about his bouts with depression, open about his bouts with substance abuse, open about the traumas that he faced. Why? Because there's a whole generation, multiple generations of people that bury it all and tuck it under, and it eats away at them. And they won't get therapy. They won't talk to anybody. And X did that through his music, man. It was cathartic. And he kind of like, he's like, I might not get saved. I might not find salvation. I may not make it to the other side, you know what I'm saying, unscathed. But you still have hope. You still can.
That's crazy.
You know, to use me in my example.